Please subscribe to our channel. Rain like face.
So dude, just replace the bum bums with meow meows.
Meow 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 meow
Meow.
meow 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 meow
Meow.
meow 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 meow
It's too early in the day for this kind of stuff, man. This is like, oh, I guess not.
Don Farwell at Earwig has been mixing any of the live in studio stuff we did in 2020 and for Pain and Wonder, and he'll be doing the same moving forward. And his, I get picky, obviously, as somebody who does mix music. I have full confidence in everything Don does.
I'm gonna put Ian there in a spring tank.
Easy for you to say.
Put him in a spring tank. Put him in the tank. In the contest. Yeah, that's where you belong. In the contest, yeah, the contest makes control.
He's really intuitive about all that. You give him an example. He's got all the tracks.
So just start off like...
Just the drums and chorusy electric, kind of in the background with the copper pot, top, whatever.
Fill it with battery?
I'd like one copper pot on my guitar, please.
And we basically just go and hang out and take it a song at a time.
The mix is bringing all those levels to the place where you're hearing the best representation of the music. So bringing the drum levels, the bass levels, the guitar levels. One of the things that we as a band have loved about working with Don is that Don tries to find the most pure representation of you as a band and give you the best mix possible of that.
Crunchy.
Yes. It is cringy.
Crunchy.
Oh, sorry.
You get really hard on yourself. I think that's true of every musician, just about ever. You hear the humanity and you almost hate it, and then somebody comes along and gives a little love to the mix, and all of a sudden the humanity makes the song better.
How are we feeling about the bass in context? Is it doing the thing that you kind of hoped it would? Does it sound beefy enough? Where'd it go? There it is.
I like beefier, but
Yeah.
it's,
I mean,
It
is the
sounded really
distortion
good to me.
okay?
That's just my
We'll
opinion.
compare it to the
I
other
don't mind the
ones.
distortion. I feel like there's. I mean, in this instance, the problem with distortion is you lose definition in the process,
Yeah.
and so there's a fine line between the two.
Yeah. So, and we can compare it to the other songs to make sure that we're in Beefland.
Yeah.
Beefland. It's pronounced Beefland.
The first thing that happens in the mixing process is Don has to take all these ingredients that we've created and make a soup, I guess. So he has to put them in the pot and start mixing it, turning it with a spoon a little bit, add some heat, take some heat away, a little more salt. We kind of try to shut up and let him, get some initial settings, get the drums where they need to be and the guitars, and once they're close, then we start listening and going, okay, I like that, but change this, leave that, way less of that, way more of this. And so there's a lot of back and forth, and there can be some negotiating with the band.
I want to get rid of the sheep. I don't want that in there. Sorry, it just sounds bad. Sheep!
Well, sheep!
That one?
Not that one. Not that one. Sheep! Sheep! That's the one I don't want. Sheep! Sheep!
Dude, you could use these for...
That one. I don't want it. I don't want the dissonant harmony.
I want more drums. Ian wants more guitars. Dane wants more vocal. And so you end up getting in this fight that you call the fader creep, and you can't turn up everything louder and louder. One of the things we really, really like about Don's mixes is that he really shoots for a balanced mix where every instrument and every voice has its place.
Be washing over me. Be washing over me. Be washing over me for the travesty I perpetuated.
We basically just watch YouTube and Don works, and then he'll once in a while like ask us things or tell us to shut up.
Did I play acoustic there?
Yeah, man, that's what I was working on for like 20 minutes.
Oh.
It didn't play itself.
I had to make it sound like this. It's kind of cool. It's super, super compressed while you're competing with big guitars, and it sounds like a little more mellow.
The plan was initially to record everything in one day and then come back and mix everything in one day. And we were totally ready to do that.
I'm gonna have to make a decision pretty quickly about how important, if it's super important to get done with all 4 songs today, I'm gonna have to start behaving different, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, and this has a surprising amount of layers, you know what I mean? Like we threw a lot at the wall yesterday, really, really quickly, and now I'm like, oh, I have to sort all of it out, and it's just not as fast as I want it to.
Sorry, dude.
Don't have to apologize. I'm trying to get my bearings straight for the rest of the day.
I would not like to have to compromise on this.
I think when I originally thought about this, like in the 4 songs, I thought about less layers.
You were thinking like what we've been doing in the
More
studio.
of a lot.
for
Yeah, because that shit that you guys do live in the studio, I can crank that out fast.
Yeah.
But this, the minute you start putting overdubs and changing sounds, and it just exponentially goes up.
Makes
It's
sense.
mix time. And I'm just trying to milk the clock over here.
You can build
All we need is another day in the studio.
And we said, you're probably right. So we ended up mixing 2 of the 4 songs on day 2, and now we're back today.
On one hand, we bit off more than we can chew, but it wasn't because we couldn't have done it in a couple of days. It was because we could have done a bare bones straight rock recording. We decided that it was worth it to take one more day and do just crazy stuff on 2 songs, stuff that we wouldn't normally do.
For the most part, in the mixes, you're really hearing Don's magic. For the little haunting things and the flourishes, it's all us. We're not, he's not faking anything in there, but he takes what we do and gives the best representation, in my opinion. He does fantastic work.